rhubarb.
Hello. Thank you for calling Len Tollit Cell Phones.
Thank you for calling the offices of Len Tollit Cell Phones, experts in communications technology. I'm afraid this department is busy at the moment, but as soon as a member of staff becomes available, we'll get back to you. Please speak after the tone. Hey! Well, if that doesn't fool them, then flaming nothing will. I tell you, sounding that flash will have the punters queuing down the street. Len Tollit Cell Phones, he's up and running! Yes!
The last of the strawberries. Fancy doing the fruit farm trip this weekend, then? I said... Len, will you stop faffing with that machine?
Oh, come on, Pat. It's a new era, this. It's a momentous event for this family.
So I was having a meal at a table. Just once before I die, I'd like to experience eating with us all facing each other. Short tea! Siobhan! I mean, the old television dominated life enough. Why they only had to get that new one.
Oh, come on, Pat. It's state of the art, that. It's high definition. It's digital stereo.
It's 4 foot across. We don't watch it, we pay homage.
Are you ready to listen to how this sounds now?
Do you know, I'd have loved to have been outside North Cheshire Lubricants the day they shut your department. Now, Sean...
Pat!
I have this image of a Lowry painting of blokes walking glumly out with redundancy checks, and you skipping through the middle like Daffy Duck waving yours in the air, shouting, hey, I'm rich, where's the nearest telly shop?
What's this?
It's an inward-facing tea. I know it's possible, I've seen it in films. Sean, this is the last call for the buffet.
Oh, it's not a family conference, is it, Mum? I've got to be out at 7:30.
Oh, no, not another business meeting.
Shut up, Dad.
Well, I just love the way you all meet on the dot and then spend the rest of the evening hanging about doing nothing.
Says the man who's just spent 3 hours recording an answer phone message.
The answer phone message is the public face of the company, right? Are you ready to hear how it sounds? Right. Thank you for calling the offices of Len Tollit Cell Phones, experts in communications technology. I'm afraid this department is busy at the moment, but as soon as a member of staff becomes available, we'll get back to you. Please speak after the tone. Hey! Well, if that doesn't fool them, then flaming nothing will. Think about it. Obviously didn't press the right button.
Well, I think that says quite a lot about the face of your company, Dad.
What's this little noughts and crosses thing for?
I hate to suggest this, but is there any point in using the instruction manual? Is that the new telephone now, then?
Nerve centre. This is the nerve centre of Len Tollit Cell Phones. We're moving into the age of the silicon.
Moving into the age of silicon doesn't mean just buying loads of stuff from Comet. If people ask how a cell phone works, you can't say I don't know, but I've got a 4 foot wide telly.
Then I will learn, love. Because that is the Tollit way.
What's the Tollit way? It's this rocky road that goes down a slippery slope and then ends in a pit of despair.
Ooh, hello. Someone doing English lit round here, are we?
Get stuffed.
Siobhan, don't talk to your dad like that.
The Tollit way is to work, graft, fight through the middle-class white-collar mentality that's crippling this country.
You were a white collar at North Cheshire Lubricants.
Listen, Virginia Woolf, when your family started out in manual labour, you never forget the importance of physical work.
All together.
Because I tell you, my father was
a dock worker. Dad, he worked in accounts.
That's why it's giving me an headache.
Well, don't you start. I bought that so you could watch the football and improve your tactics.
Yeah, but if you watch one corner, you miss what's going on in the other corner.
Look, love, all I'm saying is setting up a cell phone business without any cell phones might be a bit tricky.
Well, there's plenty of suppliers in Yellow Pages, isn't there? I mean, give us a chance. All right. I'll show you.
But shouldn't you have a business plan, Len? I mean, that bloke, you know, who's in the local paper, expanded his business.
Bob Carlin.
Well, didn't he say the key to success was meticulous planning?
Yeah, well, he would, wouldn't he? I mean, he was like that at school, him. You know, 6 months after Christmas, his 48 colour pencil set was still in the tin, in the right order. I mean, that's what he's like, Bob Carling. Me, I'm a free spirit, look.
If you're after the Yellow Pages, Mr. Babington took it into the granny flat.
Oh, did he?
Len,
right.
if you're going out there, can you start dropping a few hints?
What? Like what?
I don't know. Words like leave and could you please?
And I thought you were a Christian. Jesus wouldn't have booted his mother's boyfriend out.
Len, my mother came back from a last of a summer wine weekend with a 6-foot Yorkshireman and his rotting dog. I put up with it like a saint. It's 6 months since the funeral. He's still in the granny flat.
Well, it won't be for long now, love. He's had his period of readjustment, and now he'll be off.
What did Mr. Bebbington want the phone book for, anyway?
Dunno. Said something about ordering some new curtains.
Mr. Barrington. Hello, Pablo.
Yeah, hello then, lad. Hey, come here a minute. What do you think of these new roller blinds?
These new what?
I rang up this shop, you see, and I said, what's the cheapest you've got? And they said there was this place on the Wirral that had ordered some and hadn't measured the windows right, and I could have a knock-off for a couple of quid. But the dark blue, do you think they'll go with paintwork, like?
Well, let's see. No, the blue's fine.
I think Pat will like it.
Oh, I should be stuffed to bits.
I couldn't have curtains, you see, because Pablo sucks them.
He does what?
Well, they're like that, bulldogs. Produce a lot of saliva, but very gentle. Like your yellow pages. When he was playing about with that, he slobbered all over it, right, but didn't actually tear a page. A couple of days on the radiator drying out, they'll be good as new. Do you want something?
Not anymore, not really, no.
Right, Len, I want to hear one thing. In Yorkshire, is it your custom to put up curtains just before you leave someone's house?
No, I don't think so, no.
Well, then I'm a deeply worried woman.
Look, I'll just dip down to our Morris's and see if he's got a yellow pages.
What's happened to us?
Pablo sucked it.
God, I'm starting to realise how the ancient Britons must have felt when they realised the Romans weren't going to go home. Will you please talk to him?
What? Oh, look, he's harmless enough, love. Put that in the oven for us, will you? What's the rush to move him on?
Because the law on Earth clearly states only one black sheep per family. And we got that roll adequately filled with your half-baked tippy of a brother.
Ah, Morris is... He's not a half-baked tippy. Pat, will you stop calling him that? He's a gentle bloke who's just had a few problems. He's all right now. Lenny! All right, Morris. I was just on my way up.
All right, Lenny, man. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks, Morris. Look, mate, don't keep doing that. I mean, this is Sutton Moor, not Woodstock.
People don't hug enough in this world, Len.
Yes, they do, Morris. But they do it in private rather than outside the corner shop.
Everybody should hug because it gives you an earth route to the life force of another being.
You know, when you say things like that in the transport cab, I mean, do the other truckers, do they, like, join in, or they sort of stop eating and slowly edge their chairs backwards?
Well, yeah, a lot of people have trouble understanding how we're all basically psychic apparitions reforming on a continuous karmic present.
Morris.
Well, come on then, Len. What's your explanation of man's existence on this planet?
Well, I don't know, do I? I just came up to borrow your yellow pages.
You have to try, Len. Mind you, I can understand it's more difficult when you haven't got the additional perspective of a spirit guide.
Morris, you don't have a spirit guide.
I can't help being in touch with Geronimo.
You don't have an Indian spirit guide.
He chose me.
And you're not in touch with the world beyond either, OK? I mean, because if you were, you wouldn't be driving trucks, would you? You'd be sitting in a booth on Blackpool Prom surrounded by tarot cards and fading photos of you shaking hands with Cannon and Ball.
No, but when I tell him about problems I'm having in my life, Geronimo can...
Hang on a minute, Morris. What are you talking to him for? I mean, who's more likely to be able to help you? Your brother? Me? Who's grew up with you in this town? Or some dead 19th century Apache?
He's got an overview, Lenny. Like when I told him about Karen leaving me, you know, and volunteering for that relocation with the Abbey National in Dumfries. Well, I said at the time, you know, since that I've been drifting. Pow! Straight away he told me what to do. It was so obvious. Buy a boat!
Morris, Don't tell me you bought a boat.
I was dead lucky, Lenny. That boat you had back there had an old one for renovation, 300 quid. And renovating an old vessel, it's a deeply psychological thing.
But Maurice, you don't know it. You can't just decide to renovate a boat.
Oh, it happens all the time at that marina. They've got an old dry dock back there. The lot.
Have they?
Ah, yeah. PowerPoints, welding gear, pits.
What? Like for renting out, like?
Yeah, lights, cranes, all undercover. It's the business.
So that's where it is then, is it?
Oh, no. No point paying for that when you've got room at home.
You all fancy him, don't you?
Bugger off.
You do, don't you? You'd like to snog him.
Sean, a little tip. Perhaps if you grew up and stopped using words like snog, you wouldn't be in the remedial class with all the thickheads.
He's not thickheads. He's just Miss Hancock's special maths group, so shut your grid.
So what are you doing hanging around with adults anyway? Shouldn't you be running around the back fields with your arms out going, "Bum doors open"?
Oh, yeah? What adults?
I'm sure there's some bra adverts in Mum's magazines you haven't ripped out yet.
I've never done that.
Pinocchio.
And I'm not a thickhead like the others, because the real thickheads can't run properly, and I'm in the semis of the Bridgeford Volvo Under-12s Cup. And I'd be training in and out of cones now if your boyfriend wasn't here showing off.
He's not my boyfriend. And he's not showing off, and I don't fancy him. All right?
Thanks, mate. Thanks for this. I just hope you're around to dredge it out of the canal when it sinks.
Hey, there's an ad here for an office supplier, dead local.
That's him then, is it? Geronimo? Big chief leak, you know.
Lenny, man, don't be a downer on this boat. It's only what you're doing. That boat's only the same as this phone book.
No, it's not. That phone book might float for a few minutes.
It's the first step in a new path. Karen going off to Dumfries is just the same as Limburg Lundgren taking over your factory.
Well, I hope it's not left as many blokes hanging around with nothing to do.
It's a launch into new waters. Me buying that boat is just the same as you phoning up Carling Communications and buying your first lot of cell phones.
I suppose. Who Communications?
Didn't you go to school with him?
No. No, I'm not ringing Carling Communications.
Oh, don't be such a big kid. The only other place is miles away.
I'm not prostrating myself in front of that man.
Len, it's Bob Carlin, not rather sun god.
He's the epitome of that middle-class mafia up on Mobley Heath.
He's an ordinary bloke who's done well for himself. Len, have you torn some article out of here again?
The only reason he's done well for himself is by being a member of that flaming Rotary Club. Part of that back-scratching, tennis court-owning capitalist star chamber.
Right. I never did politics at school. So being a capitalist is having a tennis court?
It's a start.
And being a socialist is being a bit narked that other people have got tennis courts?
I'm not narked, but I'm not narked.
Sugar plum. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he's a middle-class capitalist and you're a free spirit. No phones equal no business.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Bye. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Carling Communications. Can I help you?
Tollit. Len Tollit. From Len Tollit Cell Phones. Brackets, UK brackets.
To see?
Mr. Carling. Oh, Bob. We were at...
OK, do take a seat.
Hello, Len.
Hello, Len. Long time no see.
All right, Mr. Carling. Bob, mate.
Come through. Come through. Welcome to our humble empire. Tony, can you get me the invoice for Len Tollit, please? Well, how are you? When was it we last met?
Well, it'd be that Rotary Club applications meeting.
Right. You do realise it wasn't me who blackballed you? Tollit. Anyway, how are things down in Sutton Moor?
Oh, well, they're fine. What do you mean, down?
The hill, as opposed to up on the heath.
Oh, fine. Thanks, sir. In fact, I've just opened my new office.
Absolutely. I see you making brackets for cell phones.
Eh?
Yeah, cell phone brackets.
What? Oh, no. Brackets, UK bracket.
Oh! Yeah. Well, these are state-of-the-art. You shouldn't have any trouble moving these.
Right. Well, let's hope we won't be too much in competition round here, then.
Oh, no. God, no. Big day today, huh? That's our first overseas freight shipment loading up. We're moving into Europe.
Well, see you over there, then.
Absolutely.
What part of Europe are you moving into, then?
Us? Sweden. Just signed a major contract with Lindbergh Lundgren. You know, the Swedish conglomerate, just taken over North Cheshire Lubricants. Apparently, they're on a big clear-out, getting rid of all the dead wood, you know. We zoomed in and picked up the refit contract. Now, they want to supply their head office in Malmo.
Mr. Carling, the caterer's here.
Oh, right.
Must rush, Len. Best of luck, eh?
Sorry, Mr. Tollit, about the flap. It's just Mr. Carling's planning this big garden party for Saturday. We've got the directors from Lindbergh Lundgren coming over from Sweden. Kind of European launch celebration. Have you known him long?
Oh, yeah, we were at school together.
He's done so well, hasn't he, Mr. Tollit? Done so well. I bet you there's not many companies round here holding launch parties at the moment.
No.
OK, what's going on?
What? Nothing. It's the annual strawberry pick.
Oh, I know that, Len, but we seem to have acquired some excess baggage this year.
I told you, Pat. What's in these bags is a surprise.
I'm not talking about that.
I knew this woman once in Doncaster. If she ate a strawberry, her face went bright red for 3 days.
Right.
I mean, is there anyone else you've invited?
Right. Oh, now, Pat, it's a special event, this. The more, the merrier.
Not where I'm standing. Look at it. Why is it I can never just go out with my family? Why do I always feel I'm reintegrating people into the community?
Well, you go in, Pat, love. I just want a quiet word with the farmer here. Listen, I'm going about halfway up. They were great there last year. Go on. Right, mate. Feels looking good this year. Right, I know you get a lot of Berks in here who don't understand the economics of agriculture, you know, who feed their faces and don't pick a lot. Well, it's a bit of an event day for us, this, so I was wondering if I could, like, pay you in advance, if we could have, like, a sit-down rather than a take-away. Yeah. Right, then. Thanks. Right. This'll do. In here. I've arranged special terms. You see, you can do that kind of thing when you can talk straight to farmers.
Well, try it with me.
OK. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Tollits, you thought you were here just for the annual strawberry pick. But in fact, you're here to celebrate the official open-air launch party for Len Tollit cell phones. Yay!
The what?
Yeah, good, eh? There aren't many companies holding official launch parties at the moment.
We're probably not stood around in fields, they're not.
Love, how can we have a party?
We have strawberries. We also have cream. Plus, we have bowls. And we have astis spumante.
Oh, brilliant!
But not for you. We have lemonade for the children.
Pardon?
And we also have entertainment.
Oh, you've got a swing ball.
Well, officially it's a whiz ball, but it's sort of the same thing.
Dad, I'm nearly 16. Don't make me drink lemonade like Sean, please. I don't believe this. You know, if I was in Finland now, I could have sex.
Well, I bet that's the first time anyone said that in this field. OK, off you go. Chop, chop. Pick, pick. Chop, chop. Pick.
Look, couldn't we take them back and do it in the garden?
Other people might have their launch parties in the garden, love. But when Len Tollit does something, it's an event.
You're right there, love. You don't want to rush things, you know, in life. Eating all your forbidden fruits at once. If you drink, smoke, and have sex when you're 16, all you've got to look forward to is driving a heavy goods vehicle.
I don't want to have sex. It's just principle, innit? He's being treated like an adult.
The age of consent's got nothing to do with being an adult, love. Face it, your Uncle Morris can drive a heavy goods vehicle. And he's just told me that he's bought a bow because a dead Red Indian told him to.
Not much joy on the fruit front, Pat.
How much you picked?
Well, I'm a bit short of a full punnet.
Dad, Mum says we're in the dust.
Hey, look at these. 100% polygamoline, these. Fantastic quality. You know, they really know the stuff, these Koreans.
There's no decent strawberries, Len.
Yeah, I grabbed that. If you hit the sweet spot on that, it'll whip this round at warp 8. OK, aim for the middle of the bat. And serve. Right. Bit of welding, that'll be fine.
Hey, you there?
Hey, aye. Tarquin the stockbroker goes strawberry picking, eh? Oh, look, he's brought his cell phone with him.
Len.
I bet you any money he gets out and asks where the strawberry trees are.
You really are the scum of the earth, aren't you?
Hello.
As soon as you lot think you're going to get something for nothing, you're down here, grubbing around with your little bowls. It's my taxes pay for you new age travellers. Do you realise that?
He stood on me punnet.
Is that a problem?
Have you got something to do with this half-baked hippie?
Listen, mate. No one gets out of a flash car, comes over here and starts calling my brother a half-baked hippie.
That's true. They normally just drive past thinking it.
I don't care what you call him. Makes me sick. Freeloaders sponging off my taxes.
Oh, and of course you're allowed to criticise, aren't you?
Pardon?
Oh, you've been driving around with your cell phone selling pork bellies in Hong Kong, and now you've made a lot of money, so you think you're on a higher plane, right?
Hey,
Do you know what this is, mate?
What are you doing?
This is the Earth. This is where we all come from. It's where we all started out, and it's where we'll all end up.
I didn't come from the Earth.
So before you start criticising the Tollits again, I suggest you get a bit more down to earth. In fact, we'll start now. And consider yourself lucky, Tarquin, because I happen to know the farmer here, and I could have had you thrown through that hedge. So what do you say about that, then?
Giles.
Ah!
Don't be such a baby.
Oh, no, Pat, please, please.
Look, there's grit in it. You landed very badly going through that hedge.
Yeah, well, I mean, did he look like a farmer? He had a polo neck jumper on.
Well, what do you expect him to do? Walk round him while he's going, "Ooh-ar, mangle wurzels."
Look, it doesn't matter. For crying out loud, let's get this party finished. Right, has everybody got some strawberries?
I mean, fruit farming isn't proper farming, is it?
OK, here's to the success of Len Tollit cell phones. Cheers. Right, then.
I worked on a fruit farm once.
I have, see?
Really? What? Driving a tractor like?
No, summer job. I used to walk up and down these rows of strawberries, spraying them with liquid manure.
More from the Tollit family next Tuesday at 8:30 here on BBC One.
Who's followed us? It's your boyfriend.
He's not. Damn, you tell Sean to grow up.
Sean, stop acting like a kid, all right? Hang on, Pop. No, just leave the grit. I like it. No, Deckle. No, Deckle. Ah!